Morning. We got up at 5 this morning, so yeah, we've probably got a couple of hours of good living, and then I'll probably want to have a rest. Thank you very much to Jeremy and to the Chamber and to yourselves for turning up this morning. We've chosen this topic because at the moment, and thanks to Marilyn, we embarked on a social media campaign, and not just social media but all our online presence. And the first thing I thought of with social media was, crikey, it's free. And like, who gets free marketing? This is fantastic. So basically we launched into it thinking, wow, it's free and let's do it. Before we start though, we'd like to show a little video because it's again influenced by our little friend here, Marilyn. Thank God she's here because she is the expert when it comes to this sort of thing. But it got us thinking about our image and whether we were portraying the right image of our company and ourselves. And it got us exploring a whole lot of things, and especially this particular thing is, what is social media? How does it impact on me as a person? How does it impact on all our businesses? So I'll just play this. Thanks, Stacey. So, only in Egypt, huh? So the first thing is that we'd like to make a disclaimer, and that is everything you're about to see or hear from us, we are not the experts. We are just explorers. In fact, we're probably accidental tourists. We chose this topic because recruitment is more and more, as you know, about personal relationships. It's a service, it's who you know, and employees and employers are really quite active looking on Facebook. So potential employees, who here looks on Facebook, a potential employee coming to your workplace? I don't know how many people we know that we've interviewed and then we've looked on their Facebook and I thought, oh, I don't think my client, my employer, whose values I'm pretty sure I'm clear on, really wants Miley Cyrus working there. Well, not the Miley Cyrus from Walt Disney, the new Miley Cyrus. So more and more employers are looking for that best fit. They're looking for a values alignment. They're looking for that same work ethos. Is their Facebook, do they post pictures of their family, their friends? Who are they linked with? Who do they like? We had one chap linked to the Banditos. He didn't make the cut. I wonder why. So, are you reflecting the best image personally? And is your business also reflecting the best image? So Stacey and I are updating our online communication, and we started to panic because we realised that, yes, we did have our value statement written on our website, but what did it really mean? And what does it look like on Facebook? What's professional and what does that look like? So we implemented our business LinkedIn page and our Facebook, and we were treading fairly carefully, and we realised that most people spend more time on Facebook than they do reading emails. And we also realised that we were actually communicating directly to our clients. Therefore, we were the publishers. And how powerful is that? That you're the publisher. So it's a bit freaky. And due to the massive growth of social media, we thought there really is blurred lines. I mean, what do we do here? Do we talk about ourselves on Facebook? How personal do we get? Is it still business-like? And we could see that there really were blurred lines. How you behave, how you communicate now is so visible and so accessible to so many. So what is your brand? Private, personal, business and company. Is it all in alignment? If it's not, we've got credibility issues. Is the image you're portraying, what's it like? So let's have a look at this dude. What's some words that come to mind when... The hair. So it's a signature though, isn't it? You know, like I'm trying to be a bit like that.
Jealous.
Maybe my son says it's 50 Shades of Bieber.
Jealous.
Jealous? So, I think money, give me some words. Extravagant. Rich. Famous. I think you might think of, what is it, Master Apprentice or something? Yeah? So Miss World competition is what I keep thinking of. But Trump Tower. So successful business person. And he keeps that going, doesn't he? I mean, his first wife was Ivana, like if, oh, my surname was Trump, I wouldn't be here today. How lucky are you? So is the image appropriate, inappropriate? I mean, as much controversy as Miley Cyrus is creating, she's making a lot of money doing this crazy stuff. That's obviously what she wants. Is that what you want? So we also come with a warning here, and that is we didn't really have all this in place before we embarked on our social media. We really didn't have a policy. We really didn't have a strategy. And what else didn't we have? We knew who was in charge, blindly in charge. Relied on the young one to help me with that. And I didn't have a clue about what privacy controls were needed. So it's important that this happens first. So now we've got the cart before the horse, so now we're coming up with our really good social media policy. Sadly, Stacey's leaving us. She got married to a New Zealander and she's going over there. Bloody hell. So now I have to recruit. Because between us there's a level of trust and a level of professionalism. But now if she's gone and our company grows, we need to have this policy in place, and I need to be able to have the same trust with the person that will take over. So speaking of taking over, Stacey, your turn.
Don't have to press any buttons.
Oh, thank you, Stacey.
Okay. Thanks, Ivana. So, firstly, I'd just like to say that whilst I am a Gen Yer, and stereotypically all of this stuff should come quite easily to me, I'm actually a really baby boomer, just in a Gen Y's body, and ask anybody who knows me. That is the case. So this journey has been just as eye-opening and just as interesting for me as it has been for Ivana. And I think we've had a lot of fun, and we've made a lot of mistakes, but we have had a lot of fun along the way. So I'm just going to talk about the platforms that we're using at the moment. And I guess we chose these particular platforms because they're in the here and now, they're tried and true. We knew that they worked for us for what we needed them to do. And they could reach our target audience. I mean, on Facebook, for example, as recruiters, our target audience can change. We recruit across regional New South Wales, across so many different regions, different industries, different jobs. So on Facebook, if we want to pay for an ad, we can hone in on 20 to 40-year-old males that live within a 100-kilometre radius of Gunnedah, if we want to. So the specificness there is just really amazing. We've recently redeveloped our website, and in our office, I had the opinion that there isn't really that much importance when it comes to a website. You just need to have one. Have your name, have your number, paragraph about what you do, that's it. Well, yes, all that is true. But we've come to realise and learnt in this process that the content of your website, or the data... Oh, do I need a mic?
Can we all hear you?
Thank you.
I just thought it might get noisy from the kitchen.
No, can you tell them not to be noisy?
So, where was I? Content, thank you. The content and the quality of that content and the data was really, really important, because not only does that content that your potential customers are reading about you project the image that you're an expert and know what you're talking about, it also tricks the search engines or the SEOs into thinking, hey, these people know what they're talking about. So the more data that we can put into our website, and we've done that by introducing a blog, and we blog 2-3 times a week, just about different areas within our expertise, about redundancies and outplacement, about the challenges of fly-in, fly-out roles, anything within our scope. And that's really embedded a lot of new data that has helped our search engine rankings through the way. Facebook was a fairly big learning curve for us. We always thought that Facebook was a sales platform, so that's how we went in. And we were getting incredibly frustrated that nothing was working, putting all this time and effort in, until we realised it was a profiler. It was a branding exercise. It was a way to connect with people, to communicate, to share, to earn the relationships with whoever was out there that wanted to connect with you. So it took us a little while to understand the sort of posts that worked on Facebook and didn't. As an example, a certain person weddings photos got the most hits of anything that we'd ever put on Facebook. So it was about understanding that Facebook, yes, it was a social tool, and people like to see the humanness of us and the realness, and that we could connect with people and not having a sales pitch to them down their throat all the time. So we've learned with Facebook just to have a bit of fun, make it casual, make it conversational, give them a reason to join and to participate and to stay liking your page. And for God's sake, have a strategy, because we went willy-nilly for a long time and it drove us insane. So LinkedIn was one of those things that we probably didn't fully understand the power of it at the beginning. We set up a profile and had a bit of a dabble and had a competition about how many connections we could make, things like that. And once we understood the impact of LinkedIn and the tool that it was, how many connections you could get, the fact that you could reach out to your networks, we're advertising our jobs on there now to be able to reach out to a different range of people that you haven't been able to before. So LinkedIn's been a really important learning curve, and I think it was the point where we realised we need to stay on top of this thing called social media, because if we get left behind, that's going to tarnish our image and how we want to be portrayed as the professionals. YouTube, that was probably the biggest misconception of all. We thought YouTube was just a place you went to watch, Miley Cyrus's latest scandal, or check out the episode of Home and Away that you missed last night, or something like that. But that video says that it's the second largest, and it is the second largest search engine within the world behind Google, which is huge. So we realised that somehow we needed to be a part of that. So we created our own YouTube channel. And it's not very exciting. It's not quite it's not quite as exciting.
You're on it now.
Yeah, it's not quite as exciting as Miley or Home and Away, but we're filming this today so that we can upload that to our YouTube channel. So I guess it's just another medium in which we can keep projecting our image, picturing ourselves as the experts. And it's also mega data we've learned. These are all these new terms that we've learned over the last couple of months. And the more data, the better. So we'll embed this into our website as well, which then continues to tell the search engines that we're experts and lead us up the rankings. So I guess at the end of the day, your personal brand, no matter what, is synonymous to who you are, what you do, how people relate to you, what they think of you. Are you an expert? Are you professional? Are you trustworthy? Are you a good manager? And what do they think of you when they walk into a room? And sometimes, if we let our guard down, our image or our brand might be weakened a little, or it might be a little bit disjointed. So we've got an exercise now that Ivana's going to lead us through, just to get us thinking a little bit about our own personal brand. Maybe something that you haven't thought of for a little while.
Oh, you want me to do the slides? Yes, thank you, darling. Thank you. We're such a good team.